These folks just keep making the hits. So back around 2018, there was a huge buzz going around about this company in China called KZ that were making these crazy sounding professional ears for like dirt cheap. So these in-ears started making the rounds in churches. They were buying them up in bulk because they were so cheap and so good. So I was curious and I ended up buying a pair. My first pair was the ZSTs, and I did a review of those ears. I just bought a pair and decided to tell you all about it because when I tried them for the first time, I flipped out. I was pretty blown away by how good they were. So I've since reviewed a ton of different ears by KZ. Today, I have a pair of their latest offering. This is the ZEX. I've been using these pretty frequently. The company reached out a couple of weeks ago. Shout out to KZ. Thanks for the pair. Anyways, yeah, they reached out. I've been using them at church for the last little bit. We're getting ready for our Christmas production, so they've been getting a lot of use. So I'm going to tell you about them. So the ZEX is a 2-driver in-ear. So there is a 6.8 millimeter electrostatic driver for highs and extreme highs. This apparently is new technology for them. And there is a 10 millimeter dynamic driver for mids and lows. After reviewing so many ears of so many different configurations, all the way up to like 16 drivers, which I think is nuts, I can tell you straight up that anything beyond 3 drivers, maybe 4, anything over and above that is really not noticeable. Some of the best ears that I've tried have 1 driver in them. So if you want to nerd out on all of the rest of the specs, which I will not bore you with here because you're really not going to care about them. But yeah, if you want to nerd out on all the rest of the specs, I'll leave the link in the description box. You can go over there, get a full breakdown of all the nerd numbers and all that stuff. The ZEX earpiece actually looks really cool, and it's a good size. It's not too chunky. Chunky earpieces are they're just uncomfortable. They feel like they're going to fall out, whatever. The smaller the earpiece, the better the fit. So this earpiece actually looks really cool. I don't know if you can see that there. Again, it's a really good size. It's not that chunky at all. The silicone tips that come with it, they're soft silicone, so they're really comfortable as well. And the design of the cable, this is a silver-plated cable, which really just helps to sort of enhance the transmission of sound. And the design of the cable itself is exactly what I like, which is this flexible cable, like it sort of self-adjusts when you put it behind your ear. So that's a cool thing. And it's got gold-plated tips. So I can get that off of there. Yeah, these are gold-plated tips, which also helps with the transmission of sound. So the first thing that I noticed when I plugged these things in to the Aviom system is that without touching the volume from the last pair of ears that I was using, which are the TRN V90s, some of my favorite ears ever, the first thing that I noticed is that the headroom is really good. Like there's a lot of volume that you get out of these. And it's clean volume. So I don't know if that's got something to do with that new electrostatic driver or not, but everything was coming out like super crystal clear. Like the pianos, the keys, the guitars, the vocals up front, like everything was super nice and clean. And my kit also sounded super nice and chunky. Like the low end, the bass drum was really thumping. There wasn't any distortion that I could hear. So these are really, really good sounding ears. And the thing is, they're 25 bucks. Now these also claim to offer 26 dB of passive noise reduction. I can tell you and confirm that once you get these things in your ears, isolation is quite good. Again, size of the earpiece makes a big difference. Once you get them in there, they don't move. You get an even better fit if you swap these silicone tips out for foam ones, those expandable foam tips. The only thing that I don't like about these that I wish was a little bit different is just the silver cable or the white cable or whatever this is. I think if you're gonna make ears for musicians, the cable should always be black, but that's just me being petty. Probably doesn't matter. If you got long hair, it's gonna be hidden anyway. But I just think, if you're gonna make a cable for musicians, just make it black. Other than that, these get my approval and you should probably check them out. So if you're interested in trying these, the KZ company hooked me up with a discount code for y'all. So just click that link in the description box. There's 2 different places you can order these. You can get them straight from KZ, or you can get them from Amazon in the US. Discount code for both of them is the same. So if you just type in BEATDOWN ZEX, you get a discount on these and you can try them out for yourself. They're only 25 bucks to begin with. So I suggest that you try these out. If you're looking for a new set of ears, or even if you're just curious, you got a pair of Shures that currently crapped out on you, which seems to be a common thing. But give these a shot. Even if you don't like them, they'll serve as a nice backup. But I can tell you straight up that since I discovered these budget, sort of high-end ears, Budget Pro is what I like to call them. Since I discovered them, these are all I use. I got a pair of Ultimate ears that cost me almost 800 bucks. Since I discovered these KZs and the TRNs, I haven't even really touched them. I've used them maybe 4 times in the last 3 years. Quite frankly, these things just sound too good, and they last just as long, if not longer. And even if they do crap out on you, they're cheap enough that you can buy 2 or 3 pairs and just use the others as backups. So give these a shot. These come in 3 different colors. There's black, there's graphite, and there's rose gold. Try a pair out for yourself and see what you think. So thanks for watching this video. Shout out to KZ. Thanks for letting me check these ears out. New viewers, new subscribers, welcome to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when the next video comes out. We normally do lessons here, but occasionally I like to tell you all about cool stuff when they come across my desk. So check out the reviews on this channel as well. Right there, subscribe button. Make sure you mash that before you bounce. Share this video if you dig it. Like, subscribe. See you next video.